It's starting up. It's starting up. It's starting up. See me relaxing today, y'all? Get into it. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome into the show. Welcome into the show. This is Court Radio. She is back with another surprise episode because I like to surprise y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Happy Thursday. Ooh! Is it Thursday? Wow, it's Thursday. Christmas is in 2 days. Just kidding. It's in 3. Christmas is in 3 days, y'all. Y'all need to hear these classics before it's over. You know what I'm saying? Welcome in, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Court Radio. You are now enjoying your favorite content creator, your favorite actress, and now your favorite radio personality. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget, y'all, when you guys are in here, please like it, even if you only in here for a second. I promise I'm not saying nothing too crazy. Just go ahead and like the radio show, because why not? And you can pop out if you want to. I won't even be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But just don't forget, like the page while you're here, and let's have a good time. First of all, I was going to chat about my favorite Christmas movies I like to throw on, okay? I got a little list of my favorite Christmas movies, but we gotta get into something real quick, because I find it very strange. And I think it's very telling of this era, of this generation. It's very telling. But recently I was on Twitter, quite literally the worst social platform, seeing as everyone is saying what they want to say without any thought, okay? So recently I saw somebody get on Twitter and they posted a picture of Young Thug saying that he's facing a life sentence, right? Young Thug is facing a life sentence. We're waiting to see what happens. In her caption, it was a woman's caption. Her caption was, "My heart just broke all over again." Your heart just broke all over again. How did your heart break, babe? Do y'all know what he's charged for? let me get the specifics. Oh, hold on. Somebody says, "Hey, K Black back in the chat. Hey, K Black. These little pop-ups feel like when I find $20 in an old pair of jeans. Don't it?" That is such a great comparison to you listening to me for an hour. I love that. That makes me feel so good. But back to what I was saying. Let's get into what exactly Young Thug is being charged for. Right. Okay. I'm going to give you guys the basis of what a RICO charge is. RICO charge meaning. Let's get into it. RICO criminalizes 3 activities: using illegal income to acquire, establish, or operate an enterprise, acquiring an interest in such an enterprise, and using an enterprise to collect a debt. Right? Now, here are RICO charge examples, okay? Here are some RICO charge examples: murder, kidnapping, gambling, arson, robbery, bribery, extortion, dealing in obscene matter, drug trafficking, mail fraud, wire fraud, and fraud in the sale of securities, right? Those are the type of charges you can get within a RICO charge. All right? Now, let's see what Mr. Young Thug was charged for, shall we? Because I don't think y'all are understanding what is going on. Young Thug is among the individuals listed in a 56-count indictment that was filed on May 9th, right? let me see. What are Young Thug's charges? Okay. Okay, so here we go. Young Thug is among the individuals listed in a 56 count indictment. Okay. The charges include murder, armed robbery, and possession of controlled substances and weapons. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Stuttered a little bit. The charges include murder, armed robbery, and possession of controlled substances and weapons. How is your heart breaking for a man who possibly was involved with murdering someone, armed robbery, and okay, I don't know, the possession of controlled substances and weapons? I feel like that's the rapper dream for half of y'all. But why is your heart breaking for a man who was possibly involved with murder and armed robbery? And what boggles my mind about this is there is an entire community of people who have so much empathy for Young Thug, right? Mind you, RICO cases aren't just thrown together. The people be following y'all for years. The people is following you for years. I don't know specifically who's involved. If it's FBI, CIA, I'm not really sure. But whoever's investigating you for a RICO charge, they've been investigating you for a minute. Okay? And RICO charges are usually quite foolproof. You can't really charge somebody with a RICO charge if you ain't got the facts, honey. That's 2 years of digging. They're not just throwing RICO charges willy-nilly, okay? So, and now that we found out that he is facing a life sentence, does that not entail that he might have been like, I don't know, a major person within this RICO charge? Don't get me wrong, there is a possibility that maybe they're just trying to pin everything on Young Thug, which is a shame. However, if he's receiving a life sentence, facing a life sentence, I feel like they're trying to pin him as the mastermind. So even if we're not sure if he's the mastermind behind it all or not, what do you mean your heart is breaking? Like what did you mean by that? I'm just so confused because there's a whole community of people just fighting behind Young Thug, okay? But it was crazy about that community. There's a lot of people in that same community digging into Meg. Like, absolutely no empathy for Meg. A woman who, mind you, if you're following the case, a woman who was shot at. Like, no one's denying that. No one's denying that Meg was shot at. Like, that is the clear answer. That's the clear thing that's happening throughout this case. However, we're still trying to figure out who did it, you know? Innocent until proven guilty. Right. But I promise you, the same group of people who giving Young Thug empathy are most likely the same group of people not letting Meg breathe. That kind of thing boggles my mind because I just feel like where are your morals? Where's everyone's mind at right now? That this can be the conversation, like that y'all can have so much empathy for a man who possibly was involved with murder and armed robbery and all these other things, but no empathy for a woman who is a victim in a case. Y'all, the world is ending. The world is coming to a sad end. Like, the world is coming to a very sad end. Because how do you there's just so much more empathy for men. Like, it was everybody saying like, oh, well, now we always protecting black women. It's this and it's like, where was the time when y'all was protecting black women? I feel like we've talked about it, and there are definitely more black men being vocal about protecting black women. But when it comes down to it, Like when y'all are asked to actually do that, it's like it's like your brain drops out. Your brain goes on sleep mode. Like it's so wild. It's such a wild thing to see online. It is almost. I pray that Megan is taking a much needed like break from social media. I don't know. I don't really super. I haven't seen her post heavily on Twitter and stuff like that. Mostly because probably because she's in the middle of this case and it's probably very taxing on her. But I'm just really hoping that even after all this is said and done, that she does take a break from social media, because the nasty things I be seeing, it makes me cringe. I can't imagine how the victim of said ridicule is feeling. Like it's just terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. And the way y'all going up for Young Thug, honey, y'all would have thought are y'all all related to him or something? Y'all must all be related to the man for y'all to be free Young Thug, hashtag free Young Thug, when the man is up for RICO charges. I just, mind boggled. You hear me? My mind is boggled. And you know what else that made me think of? That made me think of any of y'all who had that free whoever's in jail, free whoever in jail in y'all bio. I now presume that the person is violent. I'm now going to presume the person is violent or supposed to be in there, because the way y'all going up for Young Thug, like this man isn't up for very serious charges. I no longer have empathy for the people that be in y'all bio, because y'all saying free anybody at this point. Okay? I want to see the charges when y'all put free whoever needs to be freed in your bio. I want to see the full charge list. Okay? Because y'all are scaring me. Y'all are scaring me. Susie Khalifa said, "Thank you for saying it, because I don't mind if he goes under the jail." Baby, first of all, y'all watched 2 years of him being, or them, I'm sorry, it could be a full group. I'm not going to fully pin everything on Young Thug, because that just would not be fair. However, y'all watched this man along with a crew of people for 2 years wreaking havoc on the community? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm clutching pearls. You hear me? And got nerve to have more empathy for him than a victim of a crime. That is wild. I don't think I ever thought I'd see the day that this would be the world we were living in. But I don't know why I'm surprised. It just shocks me every time. I don't know why. Maybe I should just get off that damn app. Twitter just don't do nothing but get on my nerves. I don't even know why I follow along. Okay? I don't know why I follow. I don't even know why I be on that app. Just terrible. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I get my news on there, so I catch up on everything I need to catch up. Speaking of the news, we'll get off of this topic, because it's just too frustrating, and I'm hoping we'll see how everything shakes. You'll see how everything shakes out, But what I did find on Twitter that I thought was really interesting. Did y'all hear about that flight to Hawaii that experienced severe turbulence? Let me get the facts for you guys. Let me get the facts for you guys. And you already know where I'm headed, to Twitter. But wait, Twitter be having the facts, y'all. Hawaiian Airlines flight after severe turbulence. Somebody posted a video going through the flight, just absolute havoc on the plane, okay? Absolutely crazy. Everybody's startled. People are bleeding. People are injured, honey. It looks bad. I think if I were to experience that's like a person's worst nightmare, just to experience severe turbulence on a flight. It's nothing you can do but wait it out. I'm really hoping everybody is okay. I know that's probably a very terrifying experience for everyone aboard. I already know that. But I'm going to say this, though, because my mom called me about it. It was like, did you hear about the turbulence to Hawaii? Oh, my gosh. That's so crazy. Isn't it crazy? That's such a terrifying thing. I said, you are absolutely right. But let me ask you this. How many times have the Hawaiian natives said for people to stop coming to Hawaii? It's not funny. How many times did the Hawaiian natives like almost cry out and say, please stop traveling to Hawaii? Like, for the love of God, please stop traveling to Hawaii. Begging the government officials in Hawaii, begging people not to come to Hawaii. You not gonna tell me this don't got something to do with that? Y'all better stop going to Hawaii, because I'm convinced the natives have now teamed up with their ancestors and are taking action. You hear me? Taking action. That severe turbulence going to Hawaii, honey. First of all, if we're being 100% honest, in all of my time living on this earth, I've never seen a video like this showing severe turbulence ending in people bleeding on the flight. Like, there are flight attendants bleeding from the cranium in this video. I'm looking at it right now. It is absolutely insane. And I mentioned that to my mom, and she was like, Courtney, I didn't even think about that. I said, nobody is going to, unfortunately, because people are going to continue to travel to Hawaii regardless. But this isn't the first video I've seen, like, basically where Hawaii is almost fighting back with the tourists who visit. Because I remember seeing this one video of just these huge swells of water hitting onto like a hotel's patio, eating patio, like huge swells of water. So they'd never seen that amount of water brush up on their shores like that. Oh, okay. Y'all better get out of damn Hawaii. You hear me? Get out of Hawaii. Stop traveling to Hawaii. The ancestors done spoke. Dandelion, hey Dandelion, welcome in. Don't mess with natives, in touch with nature. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. That to me, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that severe turbulence. I said, I immediately said, where they going? Where was they going? And they said Hawaiian Airlines. I said, that sounds just about right. Yep, that sounds just about right. I don't know who y'all think y'all are, that y'all can still travel to Hawaii after the Hawaiians, after the natives have screamed for y'all to stop coming, and y'all still traveling there. That boggles my mind. That always blew my mind. I think I made a tweet about that. Let me check my archive. I'm certain I made a tweet about that. I'm checking now. Let me see. Hawaii. I know I talked about it. Oh, Lord. I got to do my full name. Ugh. Child. Let me see. I said it. March 31st of this year. May 31st. I'm sorry. I can't read. May 31st of this year. I said, I don't know, man. It's something about the people of Hawaii screaming for people not to visit, and y'all doing it anyway. That just feels crazy. I tweeted that because I don't understand. Like, I was seeing people get married, and after people were screaming about not going to Hawaii, get married, vacation in Hawaii, going to Hawaii for my honeymoon. There were people tweeting and saying, I don't know, why would I not go to Hawaii? Like, I want to experience Hawaii. I should be able to experience. I should be able to do this. Like, why am I? Everybody else is traveling to Hawaii. What does it matter if I go too? What? What is that thought process? That sounds very childish. Well, they're going. I want to go. I don't want to miss out. What? Y'all can't be serious. It has nothing to do with you, what you want to do. Y'all. Mm-mm-mm. It's going to take something crazier to happen, I guess, to get y'all to stop going. Because I'm gonna tell you what, the turbulence to Hawaii was a deterrent enough for me. That was a deterrent enough. I'm so sorry. Hawaii not seeing me in this lifetime. Hawaii not seeing a lick out of me. I already don't like to fly. I already don't like to fly. So I know, I know that flight vision, that video they posted up of the turbulence they experienced and they was bleeding heavily like that. That was a deterrent enough for me, honey. Hawaii ain't seeing me. Hawaii ain't seeing me. Susie Khalifa, I've never heard this. Why don't they want people to come to Hawaii? Let me get the facts. Because last time I checked, it had something to do with the lack of resources, how tourists are basically taking all of the resources from Hawaii. Like, let me double check though. Like these big hotels and stuff like that, they're not, it's not helping the natives at all. None of that money goes towards, building the community of Hawaii. Like natives can barely afford to live there now. Hold on, let me see. Let me get the exact deets though. It's the first thing that pop up. Why shouldn't you travel to Hawaii? Wow. Hawaii's over tourism. Residents beg tourists to stop visiting amid post-pandemic boom. Like, seeing the word residents beg tourists is just insane to me. Last 10 years, thousands of extra US tourists. Hold on. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. And the tourists don't know how to be tourists. Tourists are doing too much while they're there. Videos on social media showing tourists touching endangered Hawaiian monk seals and hiking on forbidden trails like Diamond Head. Y'all are rattling those islands. Like, what are y'all doing? And it's not like they said stop coming altogether. They just wanted people to pause their trips. Like, but that didn't stop nobody. I wanted to come anyway. Let me see. Oof. Residents of Maui were experiencing water shortages. Oh my Lord. Wow. They're keeping people from Hawaii from using the water as much as they can so that tourists and hotel chains and everything like that can have as much water as they need. This is insane. There were other things too. If we eliminate social gatherings, we cannot allow 1 million tourists into Hawaii per month. It's uncool to tell locals to keep apart when we see groups of 5 to 10 tourists walking around town. Limiting air travel to from Hawaii is the most effective way to curb COVID transmission. And they were heavily talking about it during the COVID time. So it was like people were still traveling in hordes. And the Hawaiian residents were supposed to follow these strict guidelines of maintaining distance. Meanwhile, y'all got 1 million people per month visiting Hawaii? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. The over-tourism is absolutely heavily affecting Hawaiians. And that plane ride was enough for me to let everybody know. Like, I don't want to be anywhere where the residents are telling me to get out of here. No problem. Back on the flight I go. Like, what are y'all doing? How are y'all visiting an area where you're not wanted? That boggles my mind. Off rip. Dandelion, exactly. It's a one-way transaction. It's a one-way transaction. So the Hawaiians aren't even benefiting off of the tourism like we think they are or being told they are. The Hawaiians aren't benefiting off of that tourism. Ugh. Exactly. I don't want to be anywhere I'm not wanted. I just said that, Dandelion. I don't want to be anywhere I'm not wanted. In that flight, turn the plane around. Go ahead and turn this plane around. I will cancel my flight. Okay? I will cancel my my hotel reservation. It's just insane. And no one's listening, and it blows my mind every time. It blows my mind how people are like, oh my God, please stop visiting this country, this island, our islands. And you're all like, no, heart, no. See you in a couple weeks for 5 days. And my hotel room better be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's absolutely insane. So selfish. Selfish. But the ancestors are speaking up, honey. You're not going to tell me that flight. You're not going to tell me that flight wasn't them reaching out. Okay? Y'all better stop it. You better stop. Okay? But those are the two things that kind of blew my mind recently. Nothing much really kind of blows my mind, but that right there felt crazy. Oof. That right there just felt crazy. But anyway, we're moving right along. I just wanted to talk about those two things that kind of like blew me, honey. But anyway, let's get into why you guys are really here. We're getting into the Christmas movies that I love to queue up for the holiday time. Yes, let's get into it. I have a couple faves. I've already talked about them a bunch on my Instagram and my TikTok. But right now, we're going to get into it because I want y'all to understand why these movies are staples, are must-sees. Okay? Get into it, sit back, and enjoy the ride. So first on my list, I mentioned this now every year since it's come out, that it's a must-watch every year because it's absolutely glorious, okay? It's a good time. It's beautiful. It's beautifully made. The animation is beautiful. The CGI is great. The dancing is wonderful. You know, I don't know if y'all know this, but I love a good musical. I love a good musical. A musical gonna reel me in every time, especially if it's done well. And this one was done well. We talking about Jingle Jangle. I mentioned this in another episode, but I had to bring it up again because y'all not really hearing me. Jingle Jangle is a Christmas masterpiece. A Christmas masterpiece. And I don't like that it's not talked about often enough, if we're being 100% honest. Let me get into the synopsis with you for people who don't know about Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey. Decades after being betrayed by his apprentice, a once joyful toy maker finds new hope when his bright young granddaughter arrives on his doorstep. Listen to me and listen to me now. The lead little girl in this, Madeline Mills, a star. A star. She was absolutely, like, I couldn't keep my eyes off that little girl. She was so wonderful. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, just the epitome of Christmas joy in this movie. Miss Madeline Mills. She was so sweet. She was such a great actress. I can't fathom giving her a note on her performance. She did so good. And you know who really surprised me? Mr. Forrest Whitaker. Yes. Forrest Whitaker surprised the hell out of me. You hear me? I had no idea. Don't get me wrong. I've watched Forrest Whitaker over the years. Forrest Whitaker is a force in front of the camera. Every role he's ever done, he has done it phenomenally. But he is just such a sweet old man in this. And I'm going to tell you something. I do not like old men. I know people like, oh my gosh, old people are so cute. Old men are so adorable. I don't know, man. Something about old men. I've had some weird interactions with old men that have ruined it for the rest of you. It's ruined it for a lot of you. Some old men just be a little creepy sometimes. Just saying the wrong thing, looking a little too, lingering with a lingering eye, a little too long. Oh, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of I'm not a huge fan of old men. But Forrest Whitaker playing this older, scorned gentleman. Ah, ah, it was so sad and beautiful. You just root for him the entire movie. Like, come on, you can do it. Make more toys, Forrest. Make more toys. What bring you joy? Like, you're rooting for him the whole movie because he's just been betrayed, you know. And you just want the best. And then he starts to sing it, and I'm just like, Forrest, is that you singing? Forrest was singing, honey. Forrest was singing. You hear me? Just marvelous. Just did a marvelous job. Keegan-Michael Key is on this, like, I feel like he's on this journey of letting us know how multi-talented he is. The voiceover work, him in musicals, him in Reboot recently, him just being like this. They have him really showing off a very whimsical, fun character of himself. Like, I think we saw that in the Key and Peele show. Is it called Key and Peele? Yeah, the Key and Peele variety show they used to have, but like, we're seeing it much more in his movies and shows that he's been in. He is just a wonderful. Isn't he in that other kind of musical show? What's it called, y'all? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I'm about to type in Michael. Let me see. Michael Keegan Key show. Let me see. What's it called? It's called Schmigadoon. Have y'all been watching that? I've heard good things about it. I heard the show's wonderful, but it's a musical. And I feel like we're seeing a Michael Keegan Key. Is that his name? Oh my God, did I say it wrong? Michael Keegan? No, Keegan Michael Key. Oh Lord. Keegan, we're seeing a Keegan that we haven't usually seen. We've seen the sketches, we've seen the skits, but watching him like really get into this musical character is just so fun. He did a wonderful job in Wendell and Wild. Jingle Jangle is phenomenal. I heard Schmigadoon is just outstanding. Like, I just like seeing him in this character. I think it's just a fun character to be in. Also, like, Felicia Rashad, Anika Nani Rose, singing their asses. And Anika Nani was singing. And I'm saying that with an S-A-N-G, honey. Singing. I'm just a sucker for a good musical. And when you involve a little Christmas spirit, a little Christmas magic, I'm enthralled. I'm ready to watch it over and over again. This is a Christmas classic. Please do not sleep on Jingle Jangle. Don't be sleeping on Jingle Jangle. Such a great movie. I even loved the side characters they had, like Lisa Davina Flip, who plays the male woman. Oh my Lord. Absolutely hilarious. Such a good film. This is definitely in my Christmas faves. Do not sleep on Jingle Jangle, okay? Absolutely wonderful. It's on Netflix. If you love a good musical, please cue it up. It is just so wonderful. It is just so wonderful, okay? Don't sleep on Jingle Jangle. Another movie that I just got into this year. Did not know it existed, honey. But I just got into it this year. And it is so damn good. Hold on. Did it come out this year? Or has it been out? I think it's been out, y'all. This was a good one. Oh, you know what came out in 2021? Okay. This surprised me heavily. But also, what I say, if something got Loretta Devine in it, it ain't gonna be that bad. And this one, it was wonderful. It's called Christmas Deja Vu. I talked about it earlier, but I hadn't seen it yet. I finally saw it, y'all. Christmas Deja Vu is a time. Listen to me. Anything Amber Riley is in and they got her about to sing, sign me up. Sign me up. I love watching Amber Riley sing. Amber Riley is a singer. She did a beautiful job in this. Just such a good Such a great movie. Hold on, let me get into the synopsis. You know, I love a good synopsis. An angel grants a wish to a woman who wants to be a singer but hates Christmas. Ooh, baby girl, Amber Riley did that. She was fun to watch. And I felt like it really kind of tackled some major scary issues. Okay? Tackle some major issues that people need to kind of, like those traumas that people kind of, like they bury it. And I thought they portrayed that so beautifully in this. Like really letting us know, like, please, that's something you like trauma that isn't just gonna go away. You either gotta talk about it, you either gotta figure it out, you gotta handle it, because it will burrow into you. And I felt like they just showed this so beautifully in that, like how something can take a hold of you so intensely. But Amber Riley did such a wonderful job. Blue Kimball is in it. Loretta Devine, my baby Loretta, was in it. Loretta did a phenomenal job. Baby, they had these two women in there being mean to my girl Amber Riley in this. I wanted to hop through the screen. The acting was good though, because I was getting so angry at these girls being so mean. Like, why are you acting like that? What are you doing that for? It's Christmas. Listen, the movie had me reeled in, and just the movie is so good. Like, I think it's a wonderful film to queue up. Christmas deja vu. Enjoyed every minute of it. It was so good. Love every minute of it. I believe I saw that on BET Plus. It was on BET Plus, y'all. Very good. Please cue it up. Definitely a good Christmas movie to throw on. Another Christmas. Hold on, I'm coming back in the chat. Woodstock Ramon, hey, welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, again, I'll just remind everybody while you're here and I'm just chatting my ass off, go ahead and like the radio show. Even if you're not going to be on here for too long, just go ahead and put a quick like before you go. And I appreciate you always. Thank you guys. Welcome in. Enjoy the show, because I'm just chatting about my fave Christmas movies I've seen this year. Okay? Let's get into it. Anyway, now that we're done with Christmas Deja Vu, please watch Christmas Deja Vu. Absolutely wonderful. So good. Another one that surprised me that was also wonderful. Oh, this was good, y'all. It's called All I Didn't Want for Christmas. Listen to me. My girl JoJo told me to cue this up, and I was not disappointed. I was not disappointed, honey. That movie is so good. Hold on. Let me get into the synopsis. All I Didn't Want for Christmas. In a bid to make this Christmas not suck, Emily Harris drunkenly writes a letter to Santa. Fortunately and unfortunately, her wine-soaked wishes start to come true, but she doesn't remember most of what she wished for. Oh, listen. This movie's got Gabri Sibiday, Loretta Devine. What I say about Loretta? Loretta Devine, Kel Mitchell. Come on, Kel. I was hyped to see Kel in that. Don't get me wrong, Kel is mad goofy in this, but I think it adds to it. I think it really adds to the character, because Gabri and Kel, first of all, their dynamic together is absolutely phenomenal. They were so funny. Them going back and forth was absolutely hilarious. And Gabri herself is just she is so funny. Like the moments of ad-libs they allowed her to have, like her psyching herself up to go to this work function, like her like just being her funny self. Like Gabri is such a joy to watch. She's so funny. Like absolutely hilarious. Loretta Devine was hysterical in this. And what I loved about it was they talked about how mothers usually hone in on your appearance. And I feel like, as somebody who's been at the other end of a mama coming at my appearance, honey, watching her like maneuver that, watching how she kind of tried to ignore it, watching her even battle that moment where she like kind of finally stands up for herself and says something to her mother. The scene between Loretta and Gabri is Oscar worthy. like Gabri, you could sense like she was so upset, like, and Loretta trying to calm her down, like, no, play like, because you know sometimes moms only want one thing, not to be embarrassed, but like we gotta talk about this. This is very serious. Like you are ruining. Like I was feeling good about myself talking on the phone with you, baby girl. We gotta talk. So like having those conversations, I think, are so important, especially heavily in the Black community, because I feel like, I don't know if it was just me, but Black girls, I feel like a lot of the girls that I've interacted with a lot of the time have talked about their moms coming at their appearance, and usually, and when you talk to the mom, it's always like, well, I just want you to feel and look beautiful, like, and these are the things that I know that are gonna make you feel and look beautiful, and like, okay, I hear that, but also, fucking lax. I already feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes mamas need to be like, step back, honey. I got this, you know? So having that dialogue and having that conversation between Gabri and Loretta, I thought was so important and so beautiful. I also thought like it was just so, it was a good time. Like I thought this was such a really great movie. Like it was so funny, and it's mad underrated, y'all. Such a good film. I think I watched it on Hulu. Yeah, I watched it on Hulu. Absolutely wonderful. All I Didn't Want for Christmas, starring Gabri Sidibe, Kel Mitchell, and Loretta Devine. Come on. So fun. And it just funny. Like, I love a good, funny Christmas movie that's not, like, leaning heavily into the comedy. Like, I just felt like Gabri and Kel were so, like, they were bouncing off each other so well. And even Gabri by herself, she's just funny. I just thought it was a really good movie. Absolutely a must watch. I think everybody should cue it up. I think it's a great Christmas film to have in the arsenal. Very fun time. I enjoyed every minute of it. Let me see. Danny Lyon, oh my God, you are so entertaining. Thank you, Danny Lyon. Look, I'm trying to be. I know it's only a couple people in the room because it's one of my pop-up episodes, but that's okay. I'm gonna entertain y'all for these next couple minutes, okay? Enjoy, have some fun with me, you know, talk to me, chat me up. But All I Didn't Want for Christmas, do not forget, please add it to the list. So good. Another movie that I just watched last night. I don't think I've never watched this movie, but it was real good, okay? It's a comedy. It gives very much so Christmas adventure. Let's get to the destination on time before we like mess up the night. Very, very much one of those. And the movie is called The Night Before. Y'all, listen to who's in the movie. We got Seth Rogen, his goofy ass, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Anthony Mackie, James Franco makes an appearance, Lizzie Kaplan, the woman from Mean Girls who plays the goth girl who's friends with you know what I'm talking about. The girl who plays the goth girl in Mean Girls. Lizzie Kaplan. They had Michael Shannon in this, a legend, Michael Shannon. Yeah. Ilana Glazer makes an appearance. You know I love me some Ilana. Mindy Callings in it. They got Tracy Morgan. Randall Park. Let me just get into the synopsis. Let me just get into the synopsis of this movie, okay? For the last 10 years, lifelong buddies Ethan, Isaac, and Chris have gathered on Christmas Eve to celebrate the holidays with a bang. As Isaac prepares to become a first-time father, the friends realize that their annual tradition is coming to a sad end. To make it as memorable as possible, they plan a night of debauchery and hilarity by searching for the Nutcracker Ball, the holy grail of Christmas parties in New York. Listen, this movie is so fun. It is a fun, wild, ridiculous time. Okay? Now, remember I talked to you about Christmas Deja Vu, and I said that they discussed a lot about trauma and how it can burrow inside of you, and if you don't tackle it, if you don't, really take hold of it and heal from that, or at least have the conversation and be on that journey to healing, it is going to destroy you. And I feel like The Night Before has moments like this that talk about that heavily, and it just, they do it so wonderfully and beautiful. I just, I don't know. I find if any movie ever talks about trauma, or any show ever talks about trauma, and it's done so smartly, and allows you to laugh and cry and be upset and be angry, but also have a good time while you're watching it, you succeeded. Like, I love feeling any and every emotion in a film. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like they really did a wonderful job of doing that. But the movie, just even before I even said all that, the movie is hilarious. The movie is hilarious. Like, Seth Rogen is a treat to watch on anything. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Never mind. Sorry. Just scared my damn cats. Okay. Seth Rogen is a treat to watch anytime. Okay? Seth Rogen is just absolutely hilarious in everything that he's been in. I'm talking about Pineapple Express. I'm talking about 40-year-old. Was he a 40-year-old virgin? Yes, he was. I'm talking about everything Seth Rogen has entered into. Okay? Knocked Up. Like, come on. Seth Rogen is jokes every time. Him in this is hilarious. Him going on this drug binge the entire night. It's absolutely hilarious. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, you fall in love with him just because he's just a sweet guy. So sweet, so funny at the same time. And Anthony Mackie playing this jock cool guy who also is a little quirky and goofy, like in the group. It was just perfect casting. Perfect casting. You cracking up the entire time. The Michael Shannon playing this very wise drug dealer. Like, it's so good. It's such a crazy time, and you laughing the whole time, but also you're in on this adventure with them. Like, you're like, they gotta get to this damn party. They gotta have the best night of their lives. The last time they're ever gonna do this. Like, nothing can go wrong, but of course everything goes wrong. Like, y'all, this movie is so good. It was on Prime Video. It's called The Night Before. It's just got comedy on it. It's just called comedy. Now the reason why it's one of the Christmas ones is because I said it was because they do it on Christmas Eve every year, and I just thought it was just such a good time, man. This movie is definitely a must watch. It's a great little comedy to throw on. It's definitely raunchy. It's definitely crazy, but it's good. Absolutely good. We love a good comedy. A Christmas comedy that involves a little adventure. You know what I'm saying? We love a little adventure. And James Franco just randomly being in there is just the perfect the perfect little addition to the movie. You know what I'm saying? So good. Definitely a must watch. Please queue up The Night Before. It is so good. What's another movie on my list I gotta let y'all know about? Okay. Now, recently, I queued up, did I talk about Wesley Christmas already? I think I did talk about Wesley Christmas. Did I? Yeah, I did. I said I was going to see it, or did I? No, I saw it. Y'all, it was really good. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but I'll be short about it. A Wesley Christmas, also very good. It's got Jasmine Guy in it. It's got Dorian Wilson, the guy who plays Professor Ogilvy. It's got T.C. Carson. I'm talking about Kyle from Living Single. It has a great group of people in it. And it's just a good movie. It's one of those family holiday movies. It borderlines this Christmas and almost Christmas, and the holiday movies that where they come together, they stay together, and they stuff like that. It's very good though. A Wesley Christmas is definitely something to queue up as well. I just love the amount of Black Christmas movies we get in. Like, there are just so many great Black Christmas movies that are out right now. Get into it. There was another one. Hold on. There was another one that I saw recently that I thought was really good. It's called A Sisterly Christmas. That's what I have up here. A Sisterly Christmas. It's got Deborah Joy Winans, Kendrick Cross. It's got Kiana Teresa, Lisa Michelle Cornelius. This is a really good one too. Let me get into the synopsis with you. Christina and Vicky's aunt gifts them a stay at a luxury resort for Christmas in hopes of bringing them closer together. The sisters reluctantly accept her gift, and chaos ensues as they compete in the resort's charity Christmas competition. Such a good time. And honestly, I've been falling in. I have been watching this girl, Deborah Joy Winans. She is good. She was also in this movie. She was also in this movie with Ava Marcel. Deborah Joy Winans is also in this movie with Ava Marcel. Let me see where it's at. Let me see where it's at. What's it called? I mean, she was in Greenleaf. We all know her from Greenleaf. But she was in something else with Ava Marcel. Oh my God, where is it? Y'all, this movie was so crazy. Ava Marcel, is that how you spell her name? It's called Hello. The movie is called Hello. Absolutely crazy, wild movie. And what's her name? Deborah Joy Winans kills it. Oh, she killed it in that movie. I know she killed it in Greenleaf. You know, she did a wonderful job in that. But her in Hello was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hello is a good one. That's on BET Plus. It's more of a thriller. But that's what made me remind me of Deborah Joy Winans. Deborah Joy... Sorry, my cat done shook my camera. Little boy, can you get out of here, please? You messing up my camera show. Back it up. Come out of there. You messing up the show. Go ahead. Walk away. You're silly. Anyway. A Sisterly Christmas. I'm sorry, y'all. My cat was trying to get into the show, honey. A Sisterly Christmas is very adorable, super wonderful. Just talking about the spirit of Christmas and bringing family together. It was just such a sweet film. I absolutely love The Sisterly Christmas. I thought it was so good. Yeah. Definitely cue it up. I think it's definitely a fun time. The competition scene, when they get real competitive during the event, listen. The movie is so good. It's such a sweet little Christmas movie to throw on. Absolutely must watch. Please cue it up. Sisterly Christmas. You can watch it on Hulu. Let me see. They're saying you can watch it on Fubo TV and Philo. I don't know what these things are. They giving out. They got a new streaming platform every 5 minutes, honey. Every 6 business days, we get a new streaming platform. I'm sick of it. But you can definitely watch it on, what's it called? I believe Hulu. Yeah, I believe Hulu. Oh, hold on. We got somebody new in the chat. We got Bree.Breaks. I'm normally a Hallmark Lifetime movie, but BET Plus has had me in a chokehold with the Christmas movie this year. The Christmas movies this year from BET Plus have been phenomenal. They are not playing. I'm not sure if they knew that it would bring in a good clientele because, you know, we love a good Christmas film. But the Christmas movies this year on BET Plus have not been missing. Have not been missing. Okay? Absolutely wonderful. Clipper Girl 80, BET Plus Christmas movies are fantastic. And some of the OWN movies are good, but on YouTube. Oh, I'm missing out on some OWN content? Thank you for the update, Clipper Girl 80. Yeah. I need to get into it. Because the Christmas movies have been fun. The Christmas movies this year have been a good time. Also, I talked about this last time a little bit, but I took everyone's recommendation on watching Arthur Christmas. Arthur Christmas is phenomenal. Arthur Christmas is real damn good. You hear me? Arthur Christmas is exceptional. Somebody said that movie was underrated, and you were right. I didn't even know about it. I didn't even hear about Arthur Christmas. Talk about getting into the Christmas spirit. Like, Arthur Christmas is so good. This came out in 2011, y'all. Everyone knows that each Christmas, Santa Claus delivers presents to every last child on earth. What everyone doesn't know is that Santa accomplishes the feat with a very high-tech operation beneath the North Pole. But when the unthinkable happens and Santa misses one child out of hundreds of millions, someone has to save the day. It's up to Arthur, Santa's youngest son, to deliver a present to the forgotten tyke before Christmas morning dawns. Let me tell you something. If Santa existed, right, this would be the only way he would be delivering all the presents in one night. The SEAL team that is his elves that help him deliver these presents, the precision is phenomenal. The attention to detail for this entire movie is so good. Y'all, this movie is phenomenal. It's it's funny. It's funny as hell. And they did it so well. They did it so well. Come on now. I love a good animated anything. I love a good animated anything. But the attention to detail, the way they talked about how the sons, because there's two sons, how different the sons viewed Christmas, how I don't want to give nothing away. The movie is good, y'all. Arthur Christmas. It's on Hulu. Please watch it. It's also on HBO Max if you have an HBO Max subscription. Damn, it's on Amazon Prime too. Get into it. It's on 3 streaming platforms that I know. Also, if you guys have cable, it's free with cable on TBS and free with cable on TNT. But I'm a streaming platform lady. So Hulu, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime is going to be where I'm at. But yes, absolutely phenomenal movie. So good. I also like that it was like UK. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we always have our Christmas movies. You know, the US has plenty of Christmas movies to choose from. But Arthur Christmas, I feel like, was based in the UK. So, like, you know, the accents were there, the different towns were there. And, like, I just felt like that was so nice to do. I feel like we've always seen the Americanized Santa. It was time to see a different Santa, that's all. So I just thought that was a good time. It was a really good time. Such a great way to talk about the meaning of Christmas. Like, I don't know. It was just adorable. Can't go wrong with Arthur Christmas. Definitely cue it up, y'all. Such a good time. Let me see. Christmas Fumble with Ava Marcel and DeVale Ellis was in Great Holiday Bake. Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Clipper Girl 80 is giving me new recommendations. Hold on, let me read it again. Christmas Fumble was one of them she mentioned with Ava Marcel and DeVale Ellis, and Great Holiday Bake. Sorry, War with not. Oh, Great Holiday Bake War with LaToya Luckett. Both are on OWN and on YouTube, and I haven't seen it on OWN. Okay, so Christmas Fumble is a recommendation, and Great Holiday Bake War, I think it's saying. Definitely movies to watch. Okay, I am going to cue it up, honey. I am intrigued. Because I like me some Ava Marcel. Ava Marcel be getting on my nerves to talk. I feel like she plays the same person every time. This like overly confident woman every time. But I cannot wait to see these movies. Thank you for putting them on my list. I can't wait to add them. Daniel and I said BT Plus is how much though? I think it's not. Bree Breaks, it's $9.99. You're right. BT Plus is $9.99, but you can always get it with you can bundle it with some other. You know what? The bundles be funny though, because you can bundle it, but they still gonna charge you the same amount. Like, it's not like you bundle it and it's cheaper. You bundle it and now you can just watch it on one streaming platform. It's all going to be the same price. But yeah, I think BT Plus is $9.99. Yes, ma'am. But definitely cue up Arthur Christmas, y'all. Arthur Christmas is a grand old time. Who are the voices? Let me get into the voices. Because the voices surprise me. I love looking at voiceover work and looking at the voices because they always surprise me. We got James McAvoy as Arthur. We got Bill Nighy as Santa Claus. I knew Hugh Laurie. Hugh Laurie plays Steve Claus. Hugh Laurie is the guy from House, guys. And he was in a couple other things too. But I just specifically remember him from House. So good. It had Laura Linney in it. It has Imelda Staunton. She's hilarious. I think she's such a sweet older lady. Who was playing old Santa Claus though? Jim Broadbent was playing the older Santa Claus. Oh my Lord! Like the Santa, Santa Claus gets handed down every year, and the pre Santa Claus for the Santa Claus we got now in Arthur Christmas, hilarious. Absolute comedy gold. Like, this movie is so damn good, y'all. Get into it. Get into it. Now, yeah, those are my Christmas recommendations. I'll be sure to give more on my Instagram and my TikTok, because I love a little put it on the watch list for you guys real quick on my Instagram and TikTok. But these are the ones I thought I needed to talk about, because they are such great films, and I don't think a lot of people know about them. They're mad underrated in my personal opinion. The Night Before, I just found out about recently, and that came out in 2015. Y'all, get into these Christmas movies, okay? I'm gonna post this video on my YouTube. I have 2 new episodes on my YouTube as we speak. Catch up, honey. Get into it. But I just want to thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. I know it's random. I love to do a little pop-up here and now again. So bear with me. It's going to be a couple more pop-ups as we go along for the holiday season. But thank you guys so much for watching, or for listening, really. I'm going to go through and say hello to my people who talk to my chats. K Black, always good to see you. Susie Khalifa, hey girl, welcome in. Dandelion, thank you guys. Thank you for being here today. Who else was here? Woodstock Ramon, you was new. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Dandelion was new too, so I thank y'all for, spending time with your girl. Bree Breaks was new. Hey, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Clipper Girl 80. I always see you, but I'm always glad to see you. Welcome in, girl. Thank you for coming in. And thank you guys for listening to me chat. Because I just be talking. Anyway, tune in next time. If you guys don't catch me, I wonder if I'm going to do a Christmas episode. I feel like I should. It is Sunday. I should do a Christmas episode. Tune in with me on Sunday, Christmas Day, if you have a little time. I might do a 6 p.m. episode. If not, I'll maybe make it a little short to say hello to you guys. I'll let you guys know if that gets canceled or anything, but I'll keep you guys in tune. Thanks, guys, for listening. It's been a pleasure. And as always, I will see you next time.